physicist's view of life, equilibrium is death. It says an article by the National Academics of Science, Engineering, and Medicine written in 2022. Procrastination, depression, and anxiety are all signs of equilibrium. Reaching a point of feeling like there is no hope, no end, and that the whole world is crashing down at you at once. It is only an illusion, and it can be conquered if you really go for it. Getting up in the morning is something that we all deal with, and some of us struggle with more than others. But it's the first step to starting your day, and it is the first task to completing a goal. We are college students who saw an issue and research ways to find more ways to be productive so that we can help the lives of others and our own. With that being said, you should be more productive so that you can better your life. In this speech, we will talk about how being unproductive hurts you. We're going to find solutions to help productiveness, and also how self-care can help you.
Being unproductive hurts your ability to handle your responsibilities. As college students, we find ourselves sometimes being swamped with assignments and outside responsibilities such as work. Maybe some of us take care of our little siblings. We have other things outside of school. But the most important thing for us is school. And one thing that hurts college students more than anything else is procrastination. Procrastination is a big deterrent to one's productivity. Of college students, we like to not do assignments when we say we're going to do them. We say, hey, I'm gonna get this assignment, I'm gonna start the outline on Tuesday, and I'm gonna wait, get some more instruction, and then I'm gonna do it on Thursday, and we don't do the outline until the day before it's due. It happens. According to Solving Procrastination, around 80% to 95% of college students procrastinate on their assignments. Are any of us surprised? Probably not. Is it a good thing? No, but we do it anyways. Doing things last minute can provoke stress and anxiety, as well as it's a deterrent to the quality of your work. You start procrastinating, you don't know, you're rushed. You don't have time to think about what you're gonna say, think about what you're gonna write, and the quality of your work will go down based on you not being prepared on what the assignment you're gonna do. I was a really bad procrastinator, and my social life took a hit. I found myself missing out on hanging out with friends because I had to stay home and do an essay. I found myself not being able to go to parties because I had a buttload of assignments and missing work that if I didn't get done, I was gonna fail the class. My dad used to say, do the things you have to do before you do the things you want to do. I didn't realize how important that was till I started going to college and I started working at the same time. I never really had time to sit down, play games, all the stuff I want to do because it's stuff I have to do. But I chose to play video games anyways. Why? Because it's what I enjoy to do. And what did that do? It made me lazy. Laziness is a horrible, horrible thing for us college students because it stops us from doing the things we have to do, like our schoolwork, and forces us to procrastinate. Laziness will turn you into a turtle, just in your shell, not doing anything with your life. You're not gonna wanna do anything. According to the National Library of Medicine, they conducted a study which found a direct correlation between laziness, a lack of a social life, and somebody's lack of productivity. When you're extremely lazy, you stop taking care of yourself. You stop brushing your teeth. You like sitting in bed like this guy eating popcorn and watching television all day. It's not good. You may notice your room gets a little dirtier, you get a little sadder, and you sit in bed till the afternoon. When you become lazy, depression, that's when your depression stops. You stop growing and you become stagnant in your life. Being unproductive hurts your ability to handle your responsibilities. Procrastination is a big deterrent to the productivity of us college students. I have talked to you about how productivity hurts you, how it is a deterrent to your social life and just your well-being in total, and now it's time to talk about how you can maybe mitigate some of these factors.
Okay. Here's how you can lead a productive life with these 3 steps: removing distractions, finding stimulating hobbies, and reaching out to friends and family. Now, for me and most other people, our biggest distraction is our phone, with how easily accessible it is at any given moment. So what I've found is I will take my phone, I'll move it to, say, the corner of a desk, somewhere out of reach, and preferably face down so you can't see the notifications. And if I were ever to unconsciously reach for the phone, I'd be able to catch myself and stop it before it happens. And if you were to apply this with the distractions in your life, you should be able to get work done more efficiently and faster. But say your workload is just heavy, and if you just keep working, you'll eventually lead to burnout, which leads to procrastinating. And that's where hobbies will come into play. Hobbies that will take your mind off stress by holding your attention and forcing you to think. The hobbies I've chosen are listening to music, going for walks, and reading. Thanks to the suggestion of a classmate, I've begun reading Albert Camus, and I've already finished The Fall and The Stranger, both of which I enjoyed. In the article, The Pearls of Wisdom by Lucienne Tonti, she describes something called the flow state, which is the experience of being actively engaged in something that you could consider challenging. And after this, once you've cared for yourself, you're feeling refreshed, you're able to do work, that's when you are welcome to extend that care to your friends and family. And I find that it is easiest to help others, to care for others, once you have tended to your own needs. And the article, Science into Practice, Effective Solutions for Social Isolation and Loneliness, describe the benefits to being in such relationships, saying that they tend to be more resilient, less reactive, and able to proactively cope. So once you pull yourself out of that rut, out of that dark space, like you're starting to get more work done, you're doing things that you enjoy, then your friends and family will be able to keep you out of that dark space. And with this in mind, let's visualize how these habits can affect your life.
So, we talked about what happens when we're not productive, what we need to do, but what does it look like? Productivity in our lives brings much joy, happiness, and consistency for direction in our life. Visualizing how productive life is not out of our reaches. When we only sit in our beds and keep away from the good things in our life, we see ourselves backtracking and not continuing with how our productive life should be, which makes us unhappy. Alan Greenblatt, a governing writer, states how we cannot let the lockdown during COVID keep us in this detrimental, alone by ourselves feeling. Because when we keep to ourselves and our own rooms, it's a lot of distractions. We obviously have a lot of sleep that we can get. We tend to do in our phones, and we go past the fact that we need to do things in our life. We want our lives to be full of life. When we think about a good life, we think about people who go out, people who do fun things, but we also need to have a life full of responsibilities and productiveness because it keeps us on track And by being on track, it boosts our self-confidence and also keeps us going in a path where we fulfill all our needs while still having time to do the stuff that we ourselves enjoy. When we socialize and doing things that we enjoy, it helps us connect and share experiences. When you keep to yourself and not be productive in your life, you tend to feel like you're the only one going through things. When you continue to talk to people, share your experiences, and kind of just program with people to talk about what you need in your life, it helps you get away from all the bad things that you think in your life. Living with a better perspective in life helps us because it allows us to see the positives. When we are only looking at the positives and not the negatives in our life, it brings us lots of joy and knowing that we can basically take down anything in life that comes to us. So what is productivity and what does it really look like? Being productive means we are using our time, energy, and resources wisely to accomplish what we want for our lives. A lot of us tend to just set things aside, and then later in life, it comes up to us, and we're like, wow, like I have a lot of things to do. I have an assignment due tomorrow. I got work tomorrow. I have no time for myself. When we categorize what we need to do well and be productive, we come to find that all of our responsibilities are accomplished, and we also have time to do what we need to do and have a joyful life. It's almost like piecing the puzzles together. When we wake up in the morning feeling energized and motivated with a productive plan for the day, it brings us happiness. I personally do not like waking up in the morning and feeling like I cannot do anything with my life because of me feeling like it can't be done. When we set ourselves up with all this joy and knowing that we can do all the things that we want to do, it sets us up for a better perspective in life and how we can better ourselves. In Ralph C. Dean's Productivity and the New Work Ethic, he speaks on how productivity helps us overcome challenges more easily. When we become in this circle of productivity, it lets us know that we can do anything we want in our lives. We can travel the world, we can accomplish our goals, we can meet standards in our work, and we can even accomplish things in school. Doing the things that you need to do sets yourself up for more success, less stress, and knowing that you can do anything that you want to do.
You may feel at times that the world is crashing down on you and that you feel useless, but those feelings are the reasons why we strive to be better. Being active and aware of your life brings a real perspective of how things are and how they could be. It is your job to continue with those and to get out of your bed every day in this game that we call life. You should do everything in your power to be greater than you were the day before. It is possible to achieve greatness, but you must work for it, and our responsibility to not make excuses and get up every day. We are here speaking to you today so that you can be motivated to live the life that you want, so that you can be productive enough to achieve your dreams, make an impact on the world, and most importantly, be proud of yourself. Romeo Vitelli, author of Article Depression, written in 2019, says, in order to accomplish such goals, you must have the ability to find, select, assess, and confront your issues and roadblocks in your way that are holding you back from your full potential. You have to be honest with yourself on a day-to-day basis. Life will always have its challenges and roadblocks, but like how the wise Les Brown once said, it is not over until I win. Every day that you are blessed to have is another day to improve. Make yourself proud, go chase that dream, be productive, and never stop to chase for more, for it is only you that can harness the will to be great. And I will leave you here with this question, is how bad do you want it? Thank you.